Birds. Birds are everywhere, all around us, always chirping, tweeting, singing their songs. Birds are one of nature's most mesmerizing creatures, so it's no wonder why so many people have taken up birdwatching. Like many of you, I found myself interested in different types of birds. I decided to dive beak first into the deep end and discover what the world of birdwatching is all about. I met with experienced ornithologist Ian Brandenburg and asked him how he got started in the world of birding.
When I was like 10 years old, my family would always go hiking and exploring in nature, and I just took a fascination towards birds. I've also always liked music, and I felt a strong connection with birds through music. They are like the Earth's natural musicians. There's beautiful songs that are created by birds, and so that also drew my attention very strongly. Humans have a tendency to like pretty shiny things, and there's some really pretty birds out there. A ton of different species in the world. I was really interested in studying these and starting a list and searching for rare species and whatnot. I was able to identify an albino nuthatch. First of all, an albino is really rare, let alone an albino nuthatch. Ironically, I found it in my backyard. That just goes to show that even your backyard can hold one of the rarest bird species that you've ever found. If you're interested and getting into birds, start with where you live. Just look at the birds that are around there and try to identify them. In residential areas, you're going to see a lot of common species of birds. It's a good start because they're going to be relatively easy to identify. But, being quiet and observing your surroundings, and take some pictures, start identifying them, keep a list, get a good bird book as well.
Bird books are used to help identify different types of birds and their behavior. With a bird book and a newfound interest in all things bird, I decided to assemble a team and take my first official birding trip.
Here, why don't we go around and everyone can say their name for my documentary. Hello, what is your name?
Ollie.
I'm Ian.
What's your last name?
Brandenburg.
What's your middle name?
Andy.
What's your name?
Would you like to know, Weather Boy?
My name is Nicholas Dover. I'm from Ontario, Canada, and my birthday is January 17th of 1987.
We went on a voyage to the tallgrass prairies in Oklahoma. If you go there, you have to go early in the morning.
The early bird may get the worm, but it's the early bird watcher that gets the bird.
Look at this. The birds really like it. They can stand on it. Perch.
Upon our arrival at the prairie, it was clear that some of us were not as experienced.
I spy owl.
Where?
Species unknown, and it just...
Oh, I see it.
Too dark to be a barn owl, and too grassland to be anything else.
Yeah.
After a while, we heard the sound of a greater prairie chicken.
So right now, we're trying to flush out some prairie chickens. Bella's going around and she's going to try to push them towards me. We've been following them for like an hour now. We're going to try to see if we can flush them out and get them. This would be a new one for me. I don't have this one on my list. Bella has it on her list. They're out there in the field somewhere. There's two bunches of them. There's one in that field and one over there. She's all the way over there. You can't even see her right now. She's gonna come through that field and push him this way.
So what are we doing?
We're
just
following a giraffe.
What is the giraffe following?
An 18-year-old blonde girl.
There's some great
Bella.
prairie chickens out there.
That's what the girl was following.
Yeah. And we've been waiting here for about 20 minutes. They went that way. They said they were going to push him over here.
We heard some, but they don't seem to be heading this way. After enough time, we decided to head out in search of our friends and some greater prairie chickens. After searching for our friends, they ended up being the ones that found us.
Yeah, you guys looked for us for about an hour and a half and spent 10 minutes and we found you. We got into your heads and we assumed you guys thought, where would Ian and Bella have gone? And then we decided to think like you guys and walk in the general direction of where you guys would have gone if you tried to think of where we would have gone. And this is not where we would have gone.
So you find those chickens?
No.
What happened?
Well, you see, an oil rig makes like a similar sound apparently, and we walked about a mile to find an oil rig over a hill making a lot of clucking sound. We were in the middle of a giant field. I was laying flat on my face with my binoculars looking for these stupid chickens. I couldn't find them. I found lumps of buffalo poop.
Are you proud of yourselves?
I'd say so.
You think you're hearing one thing, but it's the other. It was definitely one of those moments where you felt really defeated. You've traveled several miles through these fields just to walk up on a hill and see an oil rig going at it. It's not encouraging, but you know, you gotta just pick yourself back up and get back at it. What defines success in a birdwatching trip is that you had a good time. Birdwatching is about having fun and you know, getting out there and just being a part of the wilderness, listening for birds. And I think that it's something that's a very inclusive hobby as well. Anybody can partake. I think there's a lot of positives to bird watching and conserving land and spaces for birds to live. Brings people together, so I think it's an excellent hobby.
There's more to bird watching than meets the eye, and that's why people love it so much. At the end of the day, bird watching is all about having fun.
Howdy there.
Hey.
There's nothing like coming back from a birding trip with a good story to tell.
Besides this, I did go out to Turkey Mountain once for birding, found a dead owl and took the carcass and put it in my freezer. I was 2, I looked up and said, oh, that's cool, it looks like a dinosaur, and that's literally it. I've been watching birds ever since.